Back in the locker room with Pitt basketball head coach Jamie Dixon. I was going to say the 5th or 6th ranked, but the highly ranked Pitt basketball coach Jamie Dixon. Coach, congratulations at this point. A lot of excitement. And before we get to the way you guys whooped up on Connecticut, Aaron Gray hurt his wrist dunking in pregame.
Yeah, no, it was or shoot around.
Shoot around.
Shoot around the day of, and he didn't say too much about it. I was a little bit sore, and there might be something there, but he obviously played pretty well. So it was the best game he's probably had all year-wise, especially rebounding. So I think it worked out all right, and there may be a little bit of pain with it. He's just going to have to play through it, it sounds like.
Now, did you know we did that? And did, when you get hurt not in a game, whether it's pregame or something, you kind of sheepish, did he go, I think I hurt my wrist. Or did you see it right away, Aaron?
No, I didn't know it right away, and I don't think it hurt right away. I think it hurt later in the day before the game, so that's when I heard about it. So that's when he thought it was bothering him more, so it started to bother him a little bit more.
22 and 19?
Yeah.
22 and 19. Go hit his other wrist.
Yeah, that's what we told
Give him a whack on the wrist.
That's what we told him. So, I think he had the tape on for the first half. I think he was 4 for 12 from the field in the first half, and then 4 for 4. He took it off for the second half, and he was 4 for 4 from the field shooting-wise. And he shot free throws well in the second half, too, as well. So everything seemed to work out pretty well and with that. So it's just, hey, guys have to play with pain. You guys know that.
But basketball, it's a little, shooting, I would think that would affect
like you had a touch at one time.
Hey.
Hey, Coach, now Jim Calhoun comes out and says, you guys are the best team in the Big East. Now, does that make you double clutch go, oh, don't put the whammy on me. I don't want that.
Well, we've kind of been living with that all year as far as the preseason rankings and being picked where we were. So, we've played well. I think we've got 2 quality road wins, so that makes us stick out a little bit more so, and then we're the only undefeated team. But, we got Marquette. We've got a lot of tough games coming up, and it's where you are down the stretch. And you got to win all the games. You got to win all your home games, and you got to win at least half your road games. And that's usually the recipe for success in winning the Big East.
Now, another great seer of college basketball, Dickie Vitale, he says, hey, the thing that separates Pitt from anybody else is your three-point shooting.
Yeah, we're shooting the ball well, and I think we've got a number of guys that can do that. And I think that's a little bit different for this year as far as we knew going into this year this would be the best shooting team, perimeter shooting team we've had in my 8 years here, and it's a good balance with the inside scoring that we have. So also the passing allows us to get great shots too as well. So it's a combination of a lot of things, but I feel very good about our shooting, especially on the perimeter.
A lot's been made of the fact that your ratio of turnovers to assists and how well you guys are protecting the ball. What's the difference for this year from last year?
Well, I think we're a little bit more experienced on the perimeter, to be honest. And we've got all these guys coming back with Levance and Ronald and Antonio and Keith, and Aaron has really improved in that area. That's actually the biggest improvement that Aaron, people haven't really talked about, is his passing. He's always a good passer, but he also tried to thread the needle, force some things at times, and now he's having a little bit more patience, maybe making the pass that leads to the assist, and that's a big step for him too as well. So it's a combination of things. Our big guys have very good assist to turnover ratios, Levon, Terrell, and that's a big improvement there. So I think it's a good thing. We didn't have it as much in the last game against Connecticut, but it's been there for the 18 other games, and it's been a nice thing, and it's just why we shoot the ball so well and shoot such a high percentage as well. We have very good passers on the floor at all times.
Coach, they talk about your adaptability against Georgetown. I mean, it's a high-scoring game. Yeah. UConn, it's low-scoring. Yeah. You can swing either way. This team can morph itself to play.
Yeah, I don't think we can win too many games while giving up 60% from the field like Georgetown shot, so I don't want to try that one again. But we were very good offensively. We beat them on the turnover game and the rebounding game, so we had a lot more possessions than they had. But, we shot the ball very well. Our offense has been very good, as we know, and it's always been good. I mean, our defense gets talked about. I think any team that's from Pittsburgh, you're always going to be known as a defensive team no matter what, even if you are good offensively. And we've been good. We've been very efficient. We are always at the top in field goal percentage. But this year we've obviously stepped it up in a lot of areas with the three-point shooting and the assist to turnover ratio. Always good, but now it's the best in the country.
Last time we had you on, you were talking about the off-season conditioning that these kids, that your guys did on their own. Obviously you can't coach them up year-round. How have you seen that? And obviously for us, the way you guys battle all the time, but maybe even a little more specifically, how have you seen that conditioning impact this basketball team?
Well, I mean, I think it's something that is continuous too. I think it goes through the year as well, and something to build on. And I think we came in very good shape, so it allowed us to do some things early that we hadn't done before in the past, as far as doing a little bit more defensive drills in the early start of the year, in the 2 hours a week that we're actually able to work with the guys in the non-conference in the preseason, which is, we don't have a lot of times to work with our guys basketball-wise, and that's what people sometimes forget. But I think that's helped a lot. I think Aaron's obviously in a little better shape, and we continue to do that. And that's the thing that we're working with, because they can always take a step backward with the injuries or whatever it may be, or illness or something that comes up. So it's a continuous process throughout the year.
Coach, you guys start off 5-0. You could go 6-0 if you beat Marquette. I know, this is like jinxing. Okay, there's a certain team in Pittsburgh that could win 6 games in a row, but never been done before in school. Is that something you address?
I didn't even know that until you told me right now. So
I read the newspapers.
But that just shows we just look at one game, and then I did tell our guys after our win against Connecticut that I think Marquette's probably playing the best basketball all year for them, and they've won their last 3, 2 of them on the road, and probably the best team that we've played so far in the conference. So it's going to be a great challenge. We had 2 great games with them last year. We've got to guard them on the perimeter. They're very good. They want to get to the basket. All 3 guys on the perimeter drive it: Matthews, McNeil, and James. And then we've got to beat them on the boards, and that'll be a big challenge for us as well. We've got to do it. So a very tough game for us, and it's been great. I mean, when this 3-game stretch was put on the schedule, everybody circled it on the calendar with Georgetown, Connecticut, and now Marquette, 3 ranked teams coming into the Peterson Event Center for 3 days in a row, 3 games in a row, and it's lived up to it. The crowds have been great, the atmosphere has been tremendous, and the national television coverage has been there for every game.
Now, Coach, we're going to have Levon Kendall on in a little bit.
Yeah.
And very interesting guy. Love the hairstyle.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Levon.
Well, I said when I saw Levon, we had a day. You have to take an day off for NCAAs, and that's why we don't like to take days off, because he came with the day off. He came back with the new haircut. So again, well, you see what happens when they have too much free time. So we're better off with it. But what he is a good person. He's a great teammate. He's a guy that's always helping his teammates. I mean, telling guys where to be on our offensive play sets. I mean, he's helped younger guys that play the same position. He's just a great teammate for us, and I know they write about different things. I don't know how he gets time to do all the things that they say they're doing.
I don't know how he did the squiggles.
Oh, the squiggles, I don't know. But again, too much free time is a bad thing for young kids at times.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us, and good luck.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Head Pitt basketball coach Jamie Dixon in the locker room. We're going to take a break, and we're going to have one of his star pupils when we come back, Levon Kendall, after this.
Hi, I'm Levon Kendall, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For the best at cliff diving, get in the locker room with Tunch and Wolf.